So we have the British Columbia Coastal Railway. It's a freelance railroad model. The mountains here are made out of plaster of Paris. Start off with the cardboard lacing to make the shapes. And we cover that with paper towels soaked in plaster of Paris. And we make a set of rock molds and then pour the molds full of plaster of Paris and apply them to the hardened paper towel. Most items here are handmade. This is where we put in so many hours. We've gone through a forest logging scene and we're progressing around the outside. And we're going to come out over on the top here. The ski lift, which is over to the right, is handmade out of brass rod, and the trestle is made out of mahogany of about 600 pieces. We're going to swing this train through the mountain and come out in front of this mining scene, which represents a mine in northern Ontario as opposed to one here on the west coast. We're just going to come over this trestle now and then we'll dive into the mountain again. All the cars on the train are weighted. And what we do is we weight each car in proportion to the real car, and the uphill pulling here, this train slows down. As you can see, it picks up speed on the downhill. This is the weight of the cars, either slowing it or pushing it faster. And we're pulling into a small town. Many of the buildings here are handmade. We make the buildings by building a master to begin with and using either a wax mold or a rubberized mold to reproduce the parts. And we reproduce the parts with polyester rosin, which are then painted to give the colors to the buildings. The track here is all purchase track, comes in 1 meter length, and we don't have to worry about nailing all the rails to the ties, and it's much more accurate for our running purposes. We use a digital system of controlling these engines. There is a receiver in each engine with a specific number given to it, an address, which is 4 digits. The tracks here are controlled by applying 16 volts of alternating current and then superimposing a digital signal on top. That digital signal is input to the track via a hand controller. The controller has the engine number, it sends the signal to the engine receiver, and the engine responds to the handheld controller.